Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon. So last episode we had planned to go and do something for 100 episodes, and well, we kinda had to take care of a little thing with the portal tree opening a new portal, which was definitely interesting. Still don't know anything about that weird temple structure. And Puck hasn't let me know that the portal has connected to a new dimension, so we need to figure out what we're going to do until then. And well, plan is currently to go back to the end hub and work on that. I can see out the window, apparently there's a space that I haven't lit up because I can see zombies and a creeper through the window here. Fortunately, we don't have any torches on us right now. Anyway, they'll despawn with a good sleep. Anyway, so, we've hit a bit of a problem, namely that we are kind of running low on a lot of resources out there. Perfectly fine in all the cherry wood and stuff. It's the coarse dirt and the moss that is the problem. Also a little low on end stem, but we're in the end. It's everywhere. So we need to figure out what we're going to do about that. The coarse dirt is not too big of a deal. We can easily get a lot more dirt. We've got tons of gravel. The moss, on the other hand, we don't have a farm for. So I'm thinking we still need to drain out the rest of the storage in order to drain out a whole bunch more shulkers so we can transport stuff over there. I'm thinking, why don't we go build a moss farm over in the redstone pit? Kill two birds with one stone and get us a steady supply of moss and probably another supply of bone meal. Alright, and here we are over at the redstone pit. I actually went and gathered up a few things that I think we're going to need for this. Let's actually check. Okay, nothing in the shulker filter, which is good. We did actually manage to find another empty shulker, which is good because I think all of these have random stuff that we cannot put away yet because we don't have storage for it yet. Anyway, I actually did also go and check on our storage downstairs. It looks like we've got only a couple more double chests of stuff plus all this junk in here. So we should be able to get some more stuff in. Now the thing is, we need to figure out where we're going to put our moss farm. Now we do have this patch down here that is where I've just been growing up moss, mostly to get more the azalea saplings. It's pretty much been my main reason. We need to find a nice good place for that somewhere over here. Not over here, because this is our slime chunk, which we should probably do something with eventually. I actually think that back corner is probably the most empty section in this entire space. So we have some scaffolding so that we're not just going to go and build this right here on the ground, which we could. Actually might be easier to do, at least for the island, but let's just head over here, I guess, and go up a little bit. So we do need a bit of a platform to go, of which, yeah, we're just going to get some stone for that. It'll all turn to moss, but you know what? It's a moss farm. It makes sense that the island would have moss all over it. And hello there, zombie. Let's get rid of you. Yeah. Alright, so just need a small little section here, probably off this way. I'm not going to quite connect this up yet, but I think our first thing is going to be we need a collection system here. So I think a 5 blocks that this goes out, or 2 blocks I think it is. Where's our moss block? Okay, so it is 2 to 3 blocks. So I think we have 5 pistons though. So we're only going to do that. And of course I have no rails on me. Alright, so for this we're just going to have hoppers running into a bunch of double chests along the side here. I think this will go out 4? 4 work? 4 will work. So there's our collection system. And there we go. That is our rail line in. We push this, it should just keep going all the way around, and hopefully that'll collect everything above it. Now, we do need to get our next stage in. So, oh, yeah. Just gonna cover this with stone for now. pistons will take care of that eventually anyway. What we want is this will go out 2 to 3 blocks roughly. So we want our lava generator here, I think. All right, I think it's actually supposed to be one back. Now, those all need to be powered, if I'm not mistaken. It's been quite a while since I've actually done one of these. I think this pillar here should hold the lava if I actually had any. Looks like we're going to have to go dig underneath our section there. But all these pistons here need to be waterlogged. Means that needs to go there. Then I think if we put the lava here, that should create stone. We just need to set up a clock here to have the pistons push the stone out, and then a system to break the moss, which is just obsidian, which we can get over here too. So, I'm gonna go see about maybe doing something with this massive puddle of water here, and hopefully getting some of the lava out from underneath it, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so if I've done this correctly, when I flip this, this should start producing stone. Looks like that's working, I think. So now we just need a bit of obsidian here at the end. I think we're just going to go to here. And actually this one needs to not be obsidian. We need an observer here, which I don't have. Basically that observer will put out our signal once we get stone here. And that will be the signal to bone meal the moss block and convert this all to moss. So, should have some left over in here from the old storage system somewhere. I can even, they're there. Perfect. So, if I'm not mistaken, we need an observer not facing down. Okay, as I was saying, we need an observer facing that way. We need an obsidian block there. We need a dispenser there? No. We need a dispenser facing either one of these directions. We actually need one here for the water. So we'll put the other one here for the moss. We need our seed moss block on top of that. So we'll just go grab one of those from the floor. Easy enough. Okay, seed moss block in place. That should go up that. And now we do a ring around here that will help keep the water that we need for breaking all of the extra stuff on top of the moss from getting out. Which, yes, all this is going to turn to moss anyway, so that's fine. Also need a piston on top of there, which I completely forgot about. And we need a block here out of heaters, because we need one signal that will dispense the water. And then we need another one will retract it. So this one here is going to be our retraction signal. And now we need to figure out how we're getting a signal into that dispenser in the first place. So let's take that out. Should be able to maybe run a repeater into there and have the redstone line go up into there and around there. That should work. We need a test, which means we need more water. So I'm gonna go get everything set so we can actually test this properly, and then I'll be right back. So we've got everything here set up. We've got a water bucket inside the dispenser. We've got our repeaters here set up, hopefully so that this ticks twice and has a long enough delay. The water will spread all the way across in the time it takes for the two signals to pass. And hopefully, if we flick that, I didn't quite see. Unfortunately, since we have no bone meal here, nothing's getting destroyed. What's supposed to happen is that retracts, that makes stone, and that pushes across. You do that one more time. So this time, I think that just about made it all the way across. And part of this is because last I checked, moss carpets won't get destroyed when the block underneath them gets pushed. So we need to go and get everything that is created, removed. The other thing is we need this here to work. So we need another block up here. Piston should, whenever that bone meals everything, trigger the piston. Alright, that seems to be mostly working. Like I need to do a little bit of testing here to figure out getting the actual clock here to work properly, but other than that, it seems to be working okay. Alright, so we've managed to actually get the timings pretty good, I think. We also put up an extra wall up here so that we stop getting stuff that is escaping on top. And I think this is gonna work really well. We just need to get a proper clock in here. That way we can stop having to swap the lever here whenever we want to do something. So what I'm thinking is probably get just a really basic opera clock going here. If I can remember how these work. So we do this, that should work. We just need to get more pistons. And then, hopefully, we should be able to get this automated. So, I'm gonna go grab those and also sleep, because I clearly need to go light this area up quite a bit more. Or at least to get all the way out and light it up. Anyway, whichever. I'm gonna go get the stuff we need, and then I'll be right back. Alright, and there we go. We now have a working upper clock, I think. I think that needs to turn off for quite a bit longer. So we just need a nice slow clock. And having that repeater there doesn't look like it's gonna work. Let's add some more just to be sure. And yeah, that's just not turning off. So we need to replace that with something else. So let's put some redstone dust. That does not have enough signal to go all the way across. So I think what we need to do is we need to put a redstone torch off that block. That'll invert the signal, meaning that that will be off more often than it is on, which will allow the stone to form, because we really only need that powered for a brief amount of time for the pistons to push. So let's just take all of that out, and then we can kind of fine-tune the clock here a bit. Alright, so the clock is now disabled. We can start just by adding one in there, and that is way too fast. Alright, let's try going up to 5, I think. That looks good. But we need to test it with the moss to make sure, because nothing's moving right now. So, there we go. That pushes. Looks like it's doing alright. The piston doesn't look like it's firing, though. Or is it firing too early? So maybe we have to play around with stuff up here, maybe do some delay timings. Oh, no, that's actually working completely. Cool. Alright. We have a working moss farm now. And looks like some of it's escaping off the backs, so we may need to in a bit of a barrier back there. That seems to be working pretty well, with the exception of apparently we just need to block off more spots here so that stuff stops getting ejected out the side. So that's a relatively minor problem. Fairly easy to fix. But that is a working moss farm. Now we just need to get a storage system that'll be able to keep up with this thing. Because these 5 double chests, the amount of moss that we need, these are going to start filling up pretty quick. And they are not going at it for doing all of this. So let's actually turn that off for now. Actually quite useful there. And I am going to go work on figuring out what we can do for a more permanent storage solution than this. Alright, so what I came up with is just adding another 2 layers of double chests onto that. That gives us a total of 12 double chests. If we fill up all of those, we are doing a very long Moss AFK session. And presumably at that point we've run out of bone meal from a stack of bone blocks. So hopefully that should be enough. part of why we need this extensive backup system is because we have 5 different items going in here, and we get quite a bit of each one. And if we don't have a backup system here, that's all just going to up anyway, because the dispenser that's going to shoot stuff out and put it into the final storage system is only going to disperse stuff so fast. And we can't exactly have more because, well, we need to keep that going at a rate that the hoppers can keep up with. Otherwise, that storage system's going to back up, and then we're going to start losing items. But for now, I think we're just going to stick with the double chests. We do need to get the plant storage in, which I think I'm going to go work on that now. But for right now, that is going to be it for today. We should get something over this lava before I fall into it. There we go. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing if you want to see more what is going on here in the redstone pit and elsewhere on this world. Hopefully this should provide enough moss quickly enough for us to go and get more of that end island terraformed, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.